Welcome back, everybody. So nice to see all of you again. Yes, we're busy with decimal fractions, and today we are going to do the comparing and ordering of decimal fractions. Now, I'm sure you remember this. If you looked at the whole number series, we also have done comparing and ordering there. That is so beautiful. That's the lovely thing about numbers. Right. So when we compare decimal fractions, it's one thing to remember. It's much easier to do so if the number of digits to the right of the decimal comma is the same in both decimal fractions. It just makes life so much easier to remember that. So in order to do that, we can always add zeros to the right of the decimal fractions without changing the value of the decimal fraction. For example, we can say 2,367, and if we need to add the digits, we can then just add 2 zeros, right? So the beautiful thing is also we can compare them then. So if we compare two decimal fractions, we can either replace this with the smaller than, larger than, or equal to sign. So now they ask us to compare 15,7142 and 15,7098. And they ask us to either put the smaller than, larger than, or equal to. So that's so easy to do because we can see that the whole number portion is the same. So all we have to do is to compare 7,142 with 7,098. So then it's much easier, right? So then we can see, yes, this one is larger than 15,000, that one, the 7,098. Cool. So similarly, if they ask us to compare this one 3,1204 to 3,2. So remember I said it's much easier if we have the same number of digits that we compare. So we're just going to add, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 digits there. So we're going to add 3 zeros to make this 4 digits. So it's so easy. Again, the threes of the whole number is the same. So all we have to compare is 1,204 to 2,000. And then the answer is so easy. So then we know that this one is larger than 1,204. Cool. So now we have got this one. They ask us to arrange the following decimal fractions in ascending order. Now remember, what is an ascending order? It is from the lowest to the highest. Okay, so they ask us to arrange these fractions in that order. So what is the first thing we're going to do? First thing, we're going to make sure that all the numbers have the same number of digits to the right of the decimal number. So now we can just add zeros, remember? So there's a 3.31 and we add a 0. Then there's a 3,301. Then there's a 0,301 is 3 digits. Then we got 3,4 and we add 2 zeros to make it 3 digits. We've got a 33,013, there's 3 digits. And we've got a 3,41 and we add a 0 to make it 3 digits. So now it's much easier to compare it. So all we're going to do now is then we look at the whole numbers first. And we're going to see we've got a 0, a 3, a 3, a 3, a 3, and a 33. Right. So we're going to arrange those numbers, and it's from smallest to largest. So we're going to have our largest on that side. That's very easy. So we're going to start with the smallest, which is our 0,301. And then we've got a series of ones in the middle with a 3 as a whole number. And then we're just going to compare the section after the decimal. So here we've got a 310, a 301, a 400, and a 410. So this is easy. This is the smallest. Then we've got 310. Then we've got 400. And then we've got 410. So here's our answer. 0,301, 3,301, 3,310, 3,400 and 3,410, and then our big number 33,013. Easy. Please pause and make sure that you understand what I did. Okay, cool. Right. Now, we can also, remember, we can order them, we can compare them, and the nice thing is we can also complete sequences. That's always so nice to do. So let's look at an example. So there's 4,7, 4,8, 4,9, and then it's going up to 5,5. So they ask us to complete the sequence. So if you can see 4,7 to 4,8 is 0,1. 4,8 to 4,9 is 0,1. So I think we've got our sequence. So all we're going to do then is 4,9. Then we're going to say 5, 5,1, 5,2, 5,3, 5,4, and there's our 5,5. So the numbers will go up in steps of 0,1. Let's look at another example. There's 3,4, and then the next one is 3,1, and then it's 2,8. So we can see it's going down. So let's see if we can find a pattern. So 3,4 to 3,1 is 0,3. 3,1 to 2,8 is 0,3. And if it's again, it's the same again, we know we have got a pattern. So here we can go. 3,4, 3,1, 2,8, 2,5, 2.2, 1.9, 1.6, 1.3, and there is our 1. Cool. Right. Now it's your turn. So you know by now, you're going to pause the screen, do the questions, and then I see you on the other side, and you're going to see whether you were correct or not. Okay, right, enjoy. Welcome back. I hope you managed to do this. Let's look at the first one. They ask us to compare the following two decimal fractions by replacing the star with the correct relationship, sign either smaller than, larger than, or equal to. So what did I say? What do? We know that there's a 3 and a 3 whole number. So we're just actually going to compare the digits, the decimal fractions. And we know they both have got 3 decimal places. So it's easy. So we're going to compare 101 to 011. And it's then easy to see that this one is larger than. Congratulations if you've got that one correct. This one, arrange the following decimal fractions in ascending order. So we know by now it is from the lowest to the largest. So we're going to need a piece of paper for that to see how you did. Okay, so let's get the numbers. 7,01 and 0,0701. So there's 2 decimals, 3 decimals. There's a 2 decimal. There's a 2 decimal. Here we have 4 decimals. There we've got 2 decimals, and there we've got 3 decimals. So remember, the golden rule is to try and make the number of digits the same. So let's go. So we're going to have a 7.0100. Then we're going to have a 0.7010, 0.7100, 7.3400, 7.0101, then 71.0100, and 7.0340. Okay, so easy to remember. This is our nice big one. So we know that is going to be right at the end. And now we look at, we've got 2 zeros and 1, 2, 3, 4 sevens. So our zeros are easy. So we look at the 7010 and 7100. So we know that we're going to start with 7010. Then we've got 0.7100. We can scratch them out. Now we've got our sevens. Okay, so there's a 0.0100. There's a 0.101. There's a 0.340 and a 3.400. So it's easy to work either backwards or forwards because you can see that 3.400 is obviously the biggest one. So we're going to have 7.3400 and you're going to scratch that. So now we've got the 0.100, we've got the 0.101, and we've got the 0.340. So what is our next one? Is 7.340. And now we've got the two smaller ones. So 100 or 101. So it is 7.100 and then 7.0101. Congratulations if you've got that one correct. Can you see it's so fun to play with it? So you see that's a big one, so we're going to work from that side to make sure that we've got them in ascending order. Now there was a last question. They ask us to complete the following sequence. So there's a 4,5 and there must be a 5. So it's a 4,5 and a 5 and a 5,5 and a 6 and a 6,5 up to an 8. So what is the difference? The difference is a 0,5. So this is very easy. 6,5, 7, 7,5, and our 8. So there we've got 7, 7,5, and 8. Congratulations if you've got that correct. Right. So now, there's now a challenge for you. This one, you also have to put an ascending order. See if you can find the pattern here. And then you're going to go up to, there's 3005. So I'm going to say, see if you can find 3 or 4 in the interim. And you're going to go up to 2,995. and 3,007. And I want you to pause and see if you can find this pattern, and then I'll see you on the other side. Okay, who managed to work this one out? So there's a 3,001, then there's a 3, a 3,002, then it's 2,999, 3,003, and a 2,998. Who saw the pattern? This one increases by 1. and the alternate one is decreasing by 0. So it's increasing by 0, 0, 1, and it's decreasing by, the alternate one decreasing by comma 0, 0, 1. So if that is then 3, 0, 0, 5, so this is our chance then for 1 to decrease. So it will be 2, 996. Then we've got to increase by 0, 0, 0, 1, so it's 3, 0, 0, 6. Then we've got to, where we are, 2, 995 and 3, 0, 0, 7. Well done if you managed to work that one out. Okay, now we can also work with equivalent forms. Now, what on earth is that? We've done that under whole numbers. So I'm sure if you want to refresh your memory on whole numbers, you can go to that lesson. It is so awesome, this product, right? You can just stop and go back and make sure that you understand. So what do we mean by equivalent forms? So you have already converted common fractions into decimal fractions, where the common fractions were always powers of 10. That is important with decimal fractions, right? Now you will explore how to convert basic common fractions into decimal fractions. And how do we do this? We will first have to change the fraction to an equivalent fraction with a denominator that is a power of 10. Now it's a lot of words, but I'm gonna explain to you just now. So then you will find equivalent fractions with denominators of 10 or 100. An example: 5 over 10. That is a power of 10, so it's easy. So we're gonna work out it's 0, 5. The denominator is already as a power of 10, so we don't need to change this to an equivalent fraction. But when we get to 23 over 25, we have to get this denominator to a power of 10. Now, in order to do that, we're going to multiply that by 4 and multiply that by 4, then we can get 25 to 100. So 23 times 4 and 25 times 4 is 92 over 100. And yes, there we can do it. Remember 2 zeros, we move our decimal to 0,92. So we change the denominator to 100. Right. So when you convert a decimal fraction into a common fraction, please remember to always give the answer in its simplest form. So for example, if you say 0,8 is 8 over 10, but it's not the simplest form, because we can make that 8, divide 8 by 2, the bottom and the top, and we can get 4 over 5. It's so important. Your teachers will always ask you to put your answer in the simplest form. Okay. Now you can use your new knowledge to convert common fractions to decimal fractions and to percentages. So, for example, 75% is 75 over 100. And this then is equals to 0. Remember our two places, 0,75. Isn't it lovely to work and play with numbers like this? Right, now it's your turn. Okay. Pause, do it, and I'll see you on the other side. These are actually very simple. Write as a common fraction in its simplest form. So what is 0,26? Is 26 over 100. So can we make this smaller? Remember, the minute we've got even numbers, we know we can go smaller. We can at least divide it by 2. So let's see. Divide by 2 is going to give us 13 over 50. They ask us to write the following decimal as a percentage, right? So 0.4 equals 4/10. And remember how to do a percentage. If you don't know, please go back to our previous lesson on this and just refresh your memory, okay? Times 100/1. And remember our cross cancellation, 0, we can cross out the zeros. So 4 times 10 is 40%. And then the last one, write the following common fraction as a decimal fraction. So remember, we have to get this as a power of 10. In order to do this, we're going to multiply this by 2 and that by 2. This will give us 34/100. And they ask us to write it as a decimal fraction. So this then will be 0.34. Perfect. Congratulations if you got this all right. And then I will see you next time.